Hello, I want to start by making perhaps one of my biggest announcements on this channel ever. Friendship ended with the Dubocci Wagner. The Ocelot Virtue is my new best car, and in this video you're about to know exactly why. So here on the Baron channel, we rate GTA cars based on three main categories: performance, looks, and the cost. And for the longest time, the Dubocci Wagner was one of the best value supercars, because it nearly has a full grade in all of the three. So what if I told you that the Ocelot Virtue surpasses it in every single category? But Baron, I hear you say, this car is the slowest car in the B tier according to GTA Cars website, that was made by this based man. Hell, it's not even faster than the Dubocci Wagner in neither top speed or lap times. How in the ass does it surpass the mighty Wagner? Alright, let me cook. First we will talk about performance. And yes, the Virtue may be slower than the Wagner in every way, but when it comes to acceleration, there is none other than the HSW Cyclone 2 that can surpass you. Speaking of which, I am ultra pissed off at the fact that it's been 2 whole fucking years and we still haven't gotten HSW on PC. And there is no way in Biden's V8 powered wheelchair I'm buying a PlayStation or an Xbox. That shit is for brokies. Anyway, back to the Virtue. So yeah, the Virtue is the master of the acceleration. And this may not be a useful thing on the racetrack, but certainly useful for getting in and out of sticky situations in free mode, which where this car really fucking shine. All of this, and we still haven't talked about the iMani tech, so it has access to some really spicy shit, like missile lock-on immunity, which means that the broomstick mongoloids cannot touch you, as well as the explosive resistance. Oh, did I also mention that this is an electric car? But Baron, you mentioned before that you hate all electric cars. Double standard much? I know, and I will talk about that part when we get to it, but for now I just want to give you some food for thought. The way this game's spaghetti code works when it comes to explosive resistance, the armor values for electric cars are higher, because they don't have a combustion engine. In short, this car can tank 12 RPG or 12 homing missiles, opposed to only 4 RPG or 12 homing missiles, in the rest of the regular engine-powered iMani tech cars. As for the looks, this car can definitely turn some heads, in car meets, and social media posts. Last and most importantly, the price. At almost $3 million, it starts to look like an absolute rip-off. Fortunately, there is a workaround. So with the release of the Drug Wars DLC, we had some good shit, and some absolute fucking catastrophes. Some of the good shit is the fact that you can get this amazing automobile for the low price of $0. But here is the catch: you will have to complete all 6 last dose missions. And honestly, this was the closest thing I have ever had to a CBT simulator. But at the very least, you will come out of these missions with almost $1 million and a $3 million worth of a supercar. Is it a torturous experience? Yes. Was it even worth it? I would say yes. So now, let's talk about this car's real counterpart, the Lotus Evija. Contrary to popular belief, the Lotus Evija is a piece of shit. In real life, seriously, that thing is an absolute bust. Lotus claimed that it has 2,000 horsepower, but it has a maximum top speed of only 200 miles an hour, and only just sub 3 seconds 0 to 60. It also has $2.3 million price tag. If that's not disappointing, I don't know what is. My biggest fears isn't the sales of this car, however, but Lotus is notorious for making embarrassingly unreliable cars, so much so that they started outsourcing the engine to their flagship models from Toyota. Seriously? The Elise, the Exige, the Evora, and recently the Emira, all have their engines made by Toyota. Which is their only saving grace. That they are fairly reliable, but at the cost of being a boring vehicles for how much they cost. At these prices, you are better off buying something like a GT86, a GR86, or a Mazda Miata. Perhaps even a spicy GR Yaris will give you some giggles, but unlike any of those, The Evo is supposedly a bespoke all-electric monstrosity, so I shudder, for all the dumb fucks who bought a bespoke all-electric Lotus, if the car ever decided to do a little bit of trolling. And I'm not talking about common malfunctions, I'm talking about it catching fire in the middle of traffic light. I believe this is about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, stay healthy, hydrated, and one love.